Hello and welcome to Norwal Farm. Michael Walsh with Roger Norgel here. I haven't really filmed an intro to this next video. As you can see in the background, we've got some baby goats. So this video is going to be about the does and their kidding. We've had a few surprises and some ups and downs. So anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and hit the like button, and share this video with a friend and leave us a comment. There's one doe yet to kid. She's the one that's laying down, and you can see the babies are using her for a climbing box or whatever. She is huge. She's made a liar out of me. I thought she's going to be one of the first ones to kid, and she's a week behind the others. The youngest kids are like 3 days old, so I expect her to go any day, but she's making a liar out of me. So anyway, let's get started with the video, and thanks for joining us. I think maybe that doe there might be in very early labor. She's kind of calling a bit. She's going around with her tail up and then twitches it to her side. So I think maybe she'll have babies this afternoon or this evening, I hope. They were due 150 days. They were due, I think, yesterday. So we shall see. It's 2 p.m. Only took an hour from when we noticed her starting labor. She's had 2 so far. And I'm sure she's going to have at least 1, possibly 2 more. They spit them right out. And then there were 4. There's 3 there, and there's 1 underneath there starting to nurse already. So 2 doelings and 2 bucklings. Really very good size for quads. So based upon this, I'm pretty sure you call her Big Dot, that one right over there. I imagine she's going to have quads as well. So we're off to a good start. These are doing well so far. We've got them tubed with colostrum, had their enemas, and put iodine on their cords. Dried them off as best we could with a towel. And it's 32 in here, but feels colder for some reason. But keep the brood around them. These quads, we'll probably keep them pens with the mom for several days, probably 3 or 4 days, to make sure they're all nursing on her. And we'll try to leave them on her as long as she can provide milk for all 4 of them. And then we'll eventually pull 2 of them off. But off to a good start. She showed signs of labor around, 12:30. And she delivered the first 2 at 2 o'clock. I tubed them with 4 ounces of powdered colostrum when they were born. That was at 2 o'clock. And a couple of them are up trying to nurse, but it's a little chilly today. So I went ahead and milked some of her colostrum out. And that takes the tension off the udder for her. And also, her teats are nice size. They're not too big. But I tubed all of them again with 4 ounces each of her colostrum. And now they're settled down and they're snoozing. So they're under the brooder and they're nearly dry. And we'll just keep an eye on them. They should start nursing on their own. The one doeling did, and the one buckling was getting close, but the other 2 were just kind of laying there. So I think this will help them out and get them warmed up and get some of mother's milk in her. So we're off to a great start with our goats. I don't like that many multiples, but actually there's 4 really nice kids here. They're all even size. I would guess that they're about 6 to 7 pounds each, which isn't bad for quads. And these are the first kids out of our new billy goat, our boar billy goat. His name's Lou. And so we'll see how they do. Well, the quads are off to a slow start. The first 2 that were born just weren't wanting to nurse. So I've tubed them a couple of times, and they've got strength, but they're just not finding the nipple. The last 2, I tubed them all 2 or 3 times the first day because it was really cold. And the last 2 that were born are finding the nipple. However, she's You know, they're just tiny little babies and they're not taking enough milk. I milked her out tonight and got a quart of milk. So we're gonna freeze that. And then once we have bottle babies, we'll just thaw it and feed it to them. Because if I don't keep her milked out, then she's not gonna produce milk. So hopefully we can get them to the point where they're taking all the milk and everything's fine. The other doe had twins today, nice set of twins, and hers are probably twice the size of the quads. And they'll drink some of the milk, but there again, I think I'm going to milk these does until those kids are taking a lot of the milk, because it's going to diminish their milk production if we don't keep them milked out. So we'll just milk them out and freeze it and date it. So it's 11 o'clock on February the 23rd, Monday night. And the quads are doing better. Two of them hadn't learned how to nurse, and I've been able to get them on the nipple, on the teat. I did it at 6 o'clock, and it came back out again now. And the third one has learned how to do that. The little buckling, he's still kind of slow yet, but once I get him on the nipple, he does start nursing. So we'll just keep doing that, and our plan is to leave them on her as long as we can, because she'll produce more than enough milk for them. You know, I milked that quart of milk out of her earlier, and that's they're keeping up with her now. The twins are doing fine. I've seen them nursing on their own, and her udder looks pretty good, so we'll just monitor that. If we have to, we'll milk her out and freeze her milk too. But she had these twins about, I don't know what time it was. I think it was about 11:30 this morning. So nice set of twins, a little buckling and a little doeling. So she's been a good mom. And then the other three are due any day now. The gold one laying over there, I don't know who's going to go first. This one right here, the white one, I'm pretty sure is going to have quads. I'm hoping the other two have twins. The gold one may have triplets, but we'll just have to wait and see. But much more encouraged with these guys this evening. They're more alert and active. This little one right here at my feet, she was the first one to nurse. She's done it all by herself all along. The other three need a little bit of help. So anyway, it's time to go to bed. Tuesday, February the 24th, we had another set of triplets this morning. I overslept. I was exhausted yesterday. Anyway, one was born in a sack, and these two were really chilled when I got out here. Of course, it's been cold. I just finished putting them in a warm water bath and get them warmed up here a bit. Their mouths are warm, so we're going to get some colostrum mixed up here and get them tubed. I think they'll be okay. Got them warmed up in some warm water and toweled off. Their mouths are still warm, and they have a nurse reflex, so I got 3 ounces of powdered colostrum down to each one of them. 2 bucklings, and we'll see how they do. It's been about 2 hours, and I milked colostrum out of their mom and gave them about 2.5 ounces more. They're actually starting to try to stand up, so instead of that little feed tub, I put them in this thing because they're going to be climbing out. So we'll see how it goes. We're not out of the woods by any means. This is a doe that didn't claim one of hers either last year or year before. We had to put her in a stanchion. So she's calling for him, but we'll see what happens when we put him back in there. I'm going to wait another, probably 2 hours Make sure they're hungry. They have a sucking reflex. Tried the bottle on them, but they don't like that nipple. I don't want to confuse them with mom, so I just tubed them with the colostrum again. But this is much better than they were 2 hours ago. So we'll see what happens. Love the markings on that spotted one. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. 3 hours since I found them, and they're trying to stand up now. So we're going to break for lunch, and then probably about 1:30, I'll put them in with the moms if we can get them to nurse. They're nursing on each other's nose, so they're looking for it. They're hungry, which is good. So we'll see if mom will take them. It's been 5 hours since I found them, and I just stuck them back in with her, and she's talking to them and claiming them. We just got to get them nursing, but that shouldn't take too long. So that's encouraging. She's at least licking them and talking to them. I just put the first one up next to the nipple and it started nursing right away, so that's good. We'll just take them one at a time here. That's encouraging. And the second one got on the nipple. They're trying to find on the same one though. At least that's good. They're up and doing well. He's getting under that nipple really well. And that one's had his share. I think he's going to fall asleep there. So I think we can leave her out here with mom. She's being good. She's talking to him and licking him. He should be getting full over there pretty soon. He's been nursing quite a while, so. You just gotta build up the strength in their legs. They're not used to walking, but much better than they were 6 hours ago. So we're off to a better start now than we were. So, but the next 48 hours will be critical. Like I said, these quads are off to a shaky start. Those three are nursing. This one is not. I have to put him on the nipple, and he fights it and won't take a bottle. He's being a knucklehead. So I may just pull him off her and make him a bottle baby from the get-go. He won't take the bottle either, so I don't know if he's not hungry enough or what. But anyway, have to keep working with him. And I think maybe this doe might be gonna kid today too, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna have 4. Pulled out the one quad. He just wasn't nursing and his hair's standing up, so I tubed him now. I milked some milk out of the mom. I just tubed him because he's just not nursing. I'll probably tube him a few more times just to make sure he's getting the nutrition. And then becomes the battle of starting him on the bottle. He is just not interested in nursing anything. So, not sure what's going on with him. So anyway, I pulled him off. The other 3 are doing fine, and he was just going to cause problems in there. Typical goat behavior. Up in the manger already. They're just 24 hours old. I said 3 out of the 4 are doing well. That 4th one's just, I'm not sure he's going to make it. But we'll keep working with him and see what happens. Tuesday night, 9:30, February 24th. Black doeling kidded tonight, and she had triplets. I was thinking she was only going to have twins, but actually nice size babies. There's 2 does and 1 buck, and she did pretty well. She's pretty nervous. She's kind of a wild doe, but she's being a good mom so far. You notice that piece of rebar. I drilled holes in the non-sensitive part of the horn, sort of like your fingernail, and then I wired that rebar on because she keeps sticking her head through the fence over there and getting stuck. So I tried taking it off, and within less than 24 hours, she did it again. So we'll just have to leave that on there. I don't have small enough wire over there. But kids are nice and strong. We, like we do all of them, we iodine the cords, gave them enemas, tubed them with 4 ounces of powdered colostrum. She doesn't have a huge udder, being a first-timer. So we'll pull one of these off of her at some point. I'm not sure when, but she's pretty nervous. You can hear her snorting. But they're doing nice. This one is a doe, and this white one here is a doe. So she's off to a good start. And that's the doe I thought would be one of the first ones to go. I'm still not convinced that she's not going to have them tonight. She's got to have quads as big as she is. So she's the last one. This doe, her babies are doing okay. Those were the ones that she had this morning, and they were super chilled. One of them was born in a sack. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to help her. So she had triplets, but she has 2 right there, and they're actually nursing on their own. So they've made a miraculous return, or I guess a resurrection, you would say. So they're doing really well. We did pull the one kid off of the quads here. She's raising these 3 real well. They're all nursing well. So he's in the office in the barrel. And I just finished trying to feed him a bottle. He kind of he swallowed 2 ounces of it. And I tubed the other 2 ounces down him. But he just doesn't want to suck. But at least he's swallowing, so just have to keep working on him until we get him taking the bottle. So anyway, I'm going to stay up a while tonight. Keep an eye on things. Like I say, I'm thinking that doe over there is going to kid tonight. I'm probably wrong. I've been wrong about her all the way along, so I just hope she doesn't have 5. 3 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, February the 25th, and little buddy drank from the bottle finally. I think 3 ounces is his magic number. 4 is too much. So, only took about a day. So, that's pretty good. 11:30 at night on the 25th, doing night checks. These are the quads. There's 3 in here because I pulled the one off. I tried putting him back in, and then she started biting at him, which is a sign of rejection. So I pulled him out. This is Elsie's twins. They're doing well. There's the twins from what was left of the triplets. And then this is the black doe. One of hers was not getting enough to eat. She just doesn't have that much milk. She's a first-timer. She got enough for 2, but not for 3. So earlier today, I came out and offered it a bottle, and it just guzzled it right down. So I was going to leave it in with her and just give it a bottle. Same thing with the little one from the quads down there, but when she started to reject her, I just decided to pull both of them out. That way there's no confusion. Those 2 can stay separate. They've got each other for company. And we'll just keep them in here in the office for now. I've got to find something besides the barrel to keep them in. It's working okay for now. But I need something a little larger in here. Don't know what I'm going to get. I might have a large dog crate that I can use, but they're nice and toasty in there. So we'll get them fed here.